It is believed in some quarters that significant disparity exists between local and foreign contractors. Foreign firms are alleged to often secure high-value contracts, while local contractors face hurdles in accessing such opportunities. This disparity, according to the body of concerned contractors owed by the government, is calling President Bola Tinubu to direct the relevant government agencies to effect the payment of their 9 months' debt, because some of their members have either lost their lives, hospitalized, or lost their property.
We are not protesting, just like I said earlier. We are appealing to him as a father of the nation, as our beloved president, whom we know is compassionate.
Since they took this into Accountant General and the Minister of Finance, to get our money becomes very difficult. Some of us borrowed money for over 1 year ago. Today, to not be able to get our money, we borrowed money from banks, private money institutions, and all that. It's so annoying.
They frowned at the repeated failed promises of their payment by government agencies, which has put them in bad light before their creditors, families, and security agencies.
You cannot finish job 6-7 months, cash plan on and on and on. At the end of the day, people are crying, people can't feed, people are dying. Our plea to him is to ensure all agencies saddled with payments come up with good payment pattern or reverse to the old pattern of payment.
And I want Mr. President to be aware of this, that I think he's been sabotaged because his administration is losing credibility by the day. When we cannot pay our workers, we can't pay our suppliers, people that supply materials for us, we owe them. And they don't want to understand. Some of them don't even know that it has gotten to this extent.
Some of the concerned contractors want President Tinubu to be cautious in dealing with the 9 months owed them in order not to sabotage his government. They also called for the end to the ugly trend of selective payment of favored contractors.
President Tinubu should know that some people may be in the process, may be trying to sabotage his government by not paying contractors. We are suffering. You know, what is all this? We voted for him. So why can't they pay local contractors? We just learned that they paid for 2,000 trucks for agriculture.
Right now that we have come outside, we believe that in the next 14 days, our bank alerts will start coming up that he is paying us.
Failure to carry out their aforementioned demands, the body says they will mobilize their over 5,000 contractors to hit the streets to compel the government to do the needful. Anthony Momodu, Arise News.
All right, now to outline their grievances and what they are demanding from the federal government, we're joined now by Jackson Nwosu, convener of the concerned contractors owed by the federal government for 2024 capital projects. Thank you very much for joining us on Newsnight. First off, help us clarify, this concerned local contractors, the group that you have just reeled out, was this group set up specifically to address the issues that you're having, or is it a group that has been on ground for a while? Now, you've laid a lot of complaints. Number one, the one that jumps out at me is that foreign contractors are, favored above local contractors. I mean, talk about this and other grievances of yours.
And the issue is that we have a body, but these concerned contractors are the contractors they are owing for 2024 budgeted year capital projects. Right. And we've not been paid. Most of us took money, loans from financial institutions and all that. Financial institutions, none of them trust us anymore. Our families, relations, workers, staffs, and all that. We've not been able to pay them. Even our school fees for our kids, some of our children, they're out of school. The foreign, you can live with me that foreign contractors, like the Lagos Calabar Highway, the tractor issue they talked about last week. Foreign contractors cannot bring in such things without them being paid. Right. The local contractors, which are the primary terms of this system, are going down every day. They are going down every day. Please, we are appealing to Mr. President to assist us, to make sure they pay us so we can be able to pay back to our financial institutions. You can imagine most of these projects, at the profit margin is about 35%. Right. If the profit margin of a contract is 35%, and we are owing some contractors for almost a year, where is the profit margin again? And most of these banks, they give loans at over 30%. Where is the loans? Where is the profit? We are appealing to him to see how he can intervene. We gave him 14 days on appeal, because we have somebody that's on the ground can't fall again. We will go to the street and with our family members to see how we can be able to get our money.
It's quite an unfortunate situation. Just last week, the Senate, the Nigerian Senate, had to deliberate on a second postponement of the 2024 budget and capital component. The argument was about revenues to fund the capital component. But let me ask you, you've been having this conversation with the government. Has the Ministry of Finance or the Office of the Accountant General given you any concrete justifiable reason as to why they are owing you? And if you can just help our viewers to understand tonight the scale of this problem, what kind of projects did you carry out? And could you sum up, give us a number of how much the government is actually owing you contractors? Is it possible?
I think we're all individual contractors.
Okay.
So we have our various amounts the government is owing.
You as a contractor, how much is the government owing you?
It's owing me over 300 million.
300 million?
Yeah.
As an individual contractor.
And that's for a period of 9 months, 2 years, 9 months?
My own is since November last year.
Since November. Okay, so this conversation you're having with the government, what has the Ministry of Finance or the Accountant General told you?
We've written to Federal Minister of Finance, copied Mr. President, copied the Senate Committee on Appropriation and the House, Senate Committee on Finance, Senate Committee on Public Petition.
Okay, petitions.
We've written to them. Whenever you approach them, they tell you they are in a meeting. And when Nigeria government start telling you about meetings, you should know that meeting is to buy more time.
So no concrete answers?
There is no concrete answer.
For 9 months?
They only talked about it after Senator Seraki Desen come up with the issue in National Assembly. You will see in the few days to come now, they will come again and say they are working on it. Are they going to work on it till we die?
Well, you have mentioned what government is owing you as an individual contractor, and I'm wondering, number one, what are the terms of the contract? Were you mobilized before carrying out the contract, or did you have to use your own personal funds? Did you have to deploy your own funds 100% to execute the jobs? And were there issues or variations? Usually when a contract is handed over to you, because of inflationary trends, the figures may tend to change. Have these factors played out in your individual case?
Most times, Nigerian government, they don't want to fact in that variation. And the issue is that some of us, as a contractor, you can't have all the money. Right. You might be dealing with 3, 4, 5 ministries. Your money might be trapped in one of them. So what you now do is you need to get money from a financial institution or most of these private loaners to fund your projects, expecting that in the next 4 weeks to 8 weeks, after your invoices has been submitted, that you will get paid. At the end of the day, disappointment. At the end of the day, when you go to Contractors General of the Federation, they will tell you it's from Minister of Finance. You go to Minister of Finance, they will tell you it's CBN. You go to CBN, they will tell you, take you back to Federal Minister of Finance. We are tired.
There have been the issues of verifying these projects. We've had the government sometimes come out to say they will only pay verified projects. So there's that issue around what kind of projects. And I think that's why I asked you my initial question. I'd like to go back to, because you might have missed it. And I asked you, what kind of projects are we talking about here? You are under an umbrella body, even though you cannot speak for the figures of other contractors. Can you tell Nigerians what kind of contracts are we talking about here?
Like we did project of solar installations.
Okay.
We did project of roads, rehabilitations.
Okay.
We did project of renovation of schools.
Right.
Of schools. And there are certain contractors also that did projects in Borno with the risk, went to Damboa, those areas to take risk. What if they have died? Some of our contractors have died as we speak today, due to non-payment of contractors by the federal government.
There have also been complaints by your group that the central payment system by the Office of the Accountant General and Finance Ministry have not been exactly, what you expect. You are calling for a revert or, reversal to the old system. What exactly is wrong with this current system of payment?
This current one, the ministry or MDAs, they will tell you they've done cash plan, and that cash plan, after 15th of each month, that you can't do any cash plan till the next month, which is a delay.
Right.
Then, when the ministry send the cash plan to Accountant General of the Federation, Accountant General of the Federation in return will not send a cash backing to the ministry. As I speak to you now, they have stopped the cash plan as at 15th of this June. No more cash plan.
This cash plan is exactly what? So we understand.
The cash plan,
payment plan, or what exactly?
Like as a contractor,
right.
when we finish our jobs, we send our invoices to the ministry, job completion certificate, and so on and so forth. The ministry in turn processed these stuffs and send to Accountant General of the Federation. Accountant General of the Federation will now come up with the cash backing to be able to put them in the next payment row. All this has been done since November.
So there's a lot of bottlenecks in the payment.
The bottleneck is so much.
All right, you say protests will continue until your payment is given, and we hope that that's not too long from now. We hope that the appropriate authorities, the Federal Ministry of Finance and the Accountant General of the Federation are listening to this conversation and do the needful. If the jobs have been completed, why are you owing them? Thank you so much for sharing your pain and your plight tonight on Newsnight. We'll keep an eye on the story. Conveners concerned contractors owed by the federal government of Nigeria for the 2024 capital projects. Jackson Nwosu, thank you.
Thank you so much.